Thanks, you guys, for being here.
All right, Jennie, we'll start with you real quick and then get the questions. Go ahead.
Really, Josh? Okay. Right after I said, let's just dive into questions. Obviously fun with the 32 assists. I think that there were some areas I feel like we were really good. There were areas I feel like, no, I'm totally coach talking, I don't mean to, but you could see defensively when we were really, really good and when we weren't as good, and we put them on the free throw line a lot. But Omaha's a very, very good basketball team, so I thought they did a nice job of really testing us. So it was fun to be able to see us make some adjustments, especially in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, okay.
Coach, was your 400th career game? Josh Willis. So what did you think about that? Was that stat?
I didn't know, and I don't know how much to celebrate, but that just means I'm old, right? So thank you, and thank you, Josh. No, it's. I tell you what, it's just really feel lucky being here, and these women are so special, and the older you get, you start to forget who played with who and when they played, and this COVID year is going to throw everything off. But man, I've been so lucky. Really, really lucky. So maybe next time warn me so I don't do this. But yeah, it's a really cool profession.
What is it about this group that makes it so special?
Well, you could see at the end, at the end of a game, and we have a lot of people that probably would like to play more. And then we come in and we are turning it over like crazy, trying to get it to Landry. And we're turning it over like crazy, trying to get it to Kai because it's her birthday. And yeah, I can live with that. As much as you want to be sharp and you want to finish strong and you want to do all these things, there's more to it. And I think you also go into this time of year and you go back however long it's been. This is the time of year you remember because it's kind of hard. You kind of want to go home, and then you're home and you kind of want to come back, and you have a lame Christmas party at your coach's house, and then you have, secret Santas, and you have all these things, and it's the beautiful part of what makes a team, and team can translate in life to anything, and we just get overshadowed by this stuff. But when you're in it, and even when you get through like the really hard practices, it's pretty cool.
32 assists tonight, like you mentioned.
Right.
Obviously, you can teach making the extra pass, stuff like that, but how much also is it just the personnel, having the right people on this team that are willing to look for the open teammate?
Yeah, I think it's, we're always going to recruit people first. And I think that's where... even Peyton, where she had wide open threes right in front of our bench, and she's trying to thread the needle to get it, and you have players of high caliber doing that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's all about them loving the game and playing, and I think winning is a byproduct of that. I think sometimes we try too hard to go win the game, and you got to do this, and we don't want to happen what happened last year. We didn't have any of that. Today we had a lot of fun at shoot around. We wanted to play really hard in the game. We fell down. I yelled at him a few times. Especially this one, I yelled at her a lot. Even my son, I was talking to him yesterday, and I was like, well, something about how I yell at Skylar. And he goes, oh, yeah, I don't want to be Skylar. And I don't yell at you that much, but enough, apparently. But I think those are... that's what makes this team a team, is they can be coached hard, but they never fall all the way down because they're there to pick each other up.
Yeah. Skylar, you guys have 20 offensive rebounds. I know if you score so close to the same amount of points, but how much of an extra boost is it when it comes off of a second possession like that?
I think rebounding is like a big thing for us, especially it's been a big thing since I've been here. But I think we really take pride in it because it shows like, we got each other's back. A big thing for us, like 50-50 plays. Like if your team misses layup, you have their back. You got to get the offensive board and go up. So I think that's something we really pride ourselves in, especially this year, is like no one's alone. And I think that kind of goes in with Jennie. Like we're just a really tight-knit group, and like we just want to be there for each other on the bench, on the court. So I think offensive rebounds, like that's the biggest way you can show that. So 20 offensive rebounds is awesome.
So you all scored over 100 points 3 times this season now. And what do you think leads to that with this group? What have you seen from this group that makes you know that you all are going to be really good offensively throughout the season?
I mean, with Jenny's system, like, we've always been, I feel like, an offensive group, and like we're really good on offense. Like, this isn't my first time. I've had a multiple 100-point games, but I think it really stems back to like our defense. I think that's something we've really like, you know, kind of hyped on like every year. And I think this year, like, we're able to get like more stops, get like forced turnovers, get like defensive rebounds, and really push the pace. And I think that's like a big thing for us. And I also think like our post presence, our paint presence is really big as well. We're able to kind of get inside out, get the three, also get the easy post ups. I think that's definitely what's getting us all these points this year. So.
We saw the emotion, obviously, with the coach. How much appreciation do you guys have for her and what she does?
I mean, I always say this. I've said this since Jenny's been here. I mean, she's done a lot for a lot of us, and I think with this group, you really want to be led by somebody that really knows where you're at, and like knows when you struggle, you can go up to them. I think like one thing, like Jenny jumping in practice. Not a lot of coaches jump in practice. Like our coaching staff has been in practice, like doing our scout, and we're guarding them. And I think like that stuff's really fun, and I feel like you can't really find that anywhere else. And I mean, Jenny, she says you have to have confidence in yourself, but she's instilled a lot of confidence, I think, in everybody on this team. And I don't think anybody can say any different, no matter who's sitting here in this chair today. But I mean, Jenny's 1 in a million, I think. I don't know where I'm going to get emotional now. I don't think I know where I'd be without Jenny. So, I mean, I'm blessed to have met her and, like, played 4 years with her. So, yeah.
How has she impacted you off the court?
I mean, I think coming into my sophomore year, tremendously. You know, it's really hard going to college and, like, just kind of trying to find yourself. So I think Jenny, like, just coming in, I remember, and this is crazy, I remember this, like, our first Zoom call, Jenny was like, just call me Jenny. Like, don't call me coach. Like, that's weird. Just call me Jenny. And I think, like, for me, like, that's, like, I was like, oh, I'm staying here. Like, I'm going to love this coach. So I think she's just really steady and really, like, humble. And I think I find myself like that, too. Humble. Not too much, but...
Oh, you're saying me?
Yeah, I said you're humble. No, but I think she's just a really steady person, like, especially for someone like me. I need a lot of steady, and I think Jenny's been that for me, so.
With Reagan, with Reagan joining, how does she fit in? I mean, obviously she's such a great player on the court, but how does she fit in with y'all in the locker room and all of that side of things?
Oh, she fits in great. I just remember her visit. I talked to her, I think, maybe twice, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see, I can feel it. Like, I think it just felt very natural. It didn't feel like she was on a visit. So I think her coming in, like, we knew her personality. She's a big personality. She's really funny, you know, loud, just loud, especially on the court and off the court. So I think she's awesome, and she fits really well with this team. So.
Coach, I was also going to ask about Reagan. Just obviously, you guys have seen it before, but tonight really dominating down low, especially. Just what impressed you about her tonight?
Well, I thought, you know, it's interesting because we were just talking about this on the radio, and I think she was better today than she has been. I think she was lower. Her timing was really good. I thought she really demanded the ball. But I also think her mobility was pretty good. She went in and out, you know, where I think a lot of times I think she's been so focused on I have to go score in the paint for us, where I think today you guys kind of got in and out and you could see some of that versatility. But I also think it then was like, okay, Sky, now it's your turn, get in there. Liz, now you got to go in there. And so I think there's, you know, I think she's leading by that example as well. But I felt like she really did a nice job tonight of her timing. I thought we looked, but I thought we knew she was open.
It's such a physical position that she plays. How impressive is it when she's drawing 7 fouls, but 0 fouls on the stat sheet for Reagan?
Well, that's the first, I think. So I don't. It feels great right now, actually. Thank you for pointing that out too. No, I think she makes a big difference for us as a rim protector, and so. But I think it also makes us. I think the fun thing is it makes you expand your knowledge of the game and the feel for the game. So, you know, when she's in and they're in a 5-out, how Sky guards is going to have to be different than when it's a 4-out, 1 in. And so I think it makes you think, and I think what's been fun this year so far is to be able to say those adjustments on the fly, or you're yelling them down the floor and Sky's understanding, okay, this is what she's talking about, this is what she's saying, because I think Reagan does such a good job of communicating. So I think that has, you know, Lexi Keys a year ago elevated our level of defensive intensity. No question, she elevated that. And then I think now Reagan has even taken it a step further. So you see Lexi, the way that she works, she shows up every day, and the way that, like you said, Reagan communicates, the way that you know Reagan's back there, that just brings a whole different level to our defense.
Anything else, guys?
Appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.